Testing. Testing. Can I get a thumbs up if this is loud enough? Thumbs up. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. Nelson, you got me up there? Good? Okay. Don't worry. I can get really loud. All right. That good volume? All right. Thank you, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, good evening and welcome. My name is Michael Crandall. I'm the principal of Early College High School. I'm so happy we could all be together on this unusually cold June evening. But I can't think of a better reason for us all to be together to celebrate these students. So without further ado, will you all please rise and welcome the graduating class of Early College High School 2022. All right, if you'd all please remain standing, I'd like to call up Senior Natalie Foote. Natalie will be serving as a combat medic in the Army National Guard next year, and she'll be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. If I could please call to the stage Michael Crandall, principal of Early College High School.
Students, please sit. Students, on behalf of the Beaverton, Tiger Tualatin school districts, and behalf of Portland Community College and the staff of Early College High School, from the bottom of my heart, we salute you and your tremendous accomplishments. I'd like to take a moment to introduce the guests sitting on stage with us this evening. They are quite literally the people who keep the lights on at Early College and allow us to continue this program. Beaverton School Board member, Ugana Ananaya, and in his last high school graduation in his career as an educator, Don Grotting, Superintendent of the Beaverton School District. Thank you both for joining us. Students, Let us first begin by celebrating and recognizing the individuals here tonight who had the most influence on you and on your success. If I could please have the parents, guardians, and grandparents with us this evening, please rise so we can recognize you. Let's give them a round of applause. Parents, guardians, and grandparents, tonight is as much a celebration of the students before us as it is a reflection of your love, support, and guidance over the last 18 years. Thank you for raising such a wonderful group of students and instilling them the wisdom of your years. There's another group of people I'd like to recognize. For graduates, they too had an influence on you. The staff of Early College High School, if I could please have them rise. The faculty of Early College High School are an amazing group of educators who care a great deal about the students before us. Students over the last 2 years, they help provide guidance, counsel, they've challenged you, they've supported you in this incredible transition from high school to college. We're a small group, but we're a family, and I'm always humble to work alongside of each and every one of them. Thank you very much for all of your efforts this year. The graduating class of 2022 is a remarkable class in every way, shape, and form. But I'd like to let you know a little bit about their collective accomplishments. I recognize I'm a little biased here, but it is my opinion that they are the most distinguished class in the graduating, of all graduating classes in the state of Oregon this year. I have yet to have another high school principal challenge me on that, but perhaps I'll get something in my inbox tomorrow morning. Collectively, the graduating class of Early College High School is 125 students in total. They represent every single comprehensive and option school within the Beaverton and Tiger-Tualatin school districts. Collectively, the students standing before you are graduating with an estimated 10,292 college credits completed. Yeah, I think that deserves another statement. They completed 10,292 college credits in their 2 years at Early College. The average student is graduating with 82 college credits completed. That is an incredible accomplishment. Congratulations. By way of estimation, if you were to translate that amount to, say, the in-person tuition average at Oregon State University, and I'm not a duck or a beaver, it was just easier for me to get that average from Oregon State. That is a savings collectively for this graduating class of $3,561,000. A testament to our students' hard work is seen in the number of our students who are awarded academic honors while they are at Early College and at PCC. PCC awards academic honors for advanced academic achievement, and they have 3 levels of distinction. Academic honors for a GPA of 3.2 to 3.49, Dean's List for 3.5 to 3.74, and President's List 3.75 to 4.0. Students, if you earned academic honors for any term while you were attending Early College High School, please rise so we can recognize you. Students, your hard work and determination will serve you well in your future endeavors. Excellent job. Nice job. Our students applied for the most competitive and prestigious scholarships and awards available this year, and with a great many of them earning scholarships. Students, if you earned a scholarship this year, please rise so we can recognize you. Thank you, students. Now, as I said, the average student is graduating with an on average 82 credits completed. There's a group of students who are not only graduating with a high school diploma tonight, they are also graduating with their associate's degree, the first higher education degree awarded in our country. 53 of our students are graduating with an associate's degree tonight. Students, if you earned an associate's degree, please stand so we can recognize you. Congratulations on earning this degree. Finally, I'd like to mention a group of trailblazers. A great many of the students who apply to early college do so with the goal of being first in their family to either attend or graduate from college. This is a tremendous accomplishment. If you are first in your family to attend or graduate from college, please rise so we can recognize you in this incredible accomplishment. Students, your hard work and determination will serve you well in your future endeavors. Excellent job. I ask that all students, whether you are a first-generation student going to college or a second-generation collegiate like myself, we've all been given a gift. It's our duty to support those who come after us. Be a mentor, be a guide, be a champion for others in your community, and continue to champion organizations that provide a free and equitable education for all those who seek it. As I mentioned, there are more awards and recognitions that we can list, and they will be discussed as we go on in the program tonight. But the entire class of 2022 should feel extremely proud of all their accomplishments tonight. Tonight is a milestone in many ways. For our students and in our American culture, high school commencement is a rite of passage that marks one's journey from adolescence to adulthood. But if it's true that tonight is a rite of passage, it's important for us to remember that as high school students across the state are graduating, they are just beginning a journey that these early college students started 2 years ago. And they embarked on that journey under the most difficult of circumstances. The mission of early college high school is to develop both a vision and specific plan to create the life you want to live. And I'd like to speak about how these students started on their path to creating that life they want to live. On March 1st, 2020, the application for early college high school opened for this group of students. The world was a different place then. I went back to my email inbox and it's like this amazing piece of history. 2 days before, I received my first notification from the Oregon Health Authority about this thing called COVID. By the end of the week, the district had set up weekly updates to students and families, and things changed rapidly from there. The updates became daily, and before the application closed, Governor Brown had canceled all K-12, all in-person K-12 classes. And so while a whole lot of people were scrambling to find toilet paper at their grocery stores, these students were scrambling to complete their applications and their essays. And I do know that many of them filled out their essays and their applications on cell phones. Some had limited Wi-Fi at home, and so they went to parking lots of local libraries or high schools to complete their applications. Our students were accepted in the midst of all this uncertainty, and they had a choice to make. Play it safe and stay in high school, or take a risk and transition to college. The move that students make when they join early college is a profound one under normal circumstances. The world of college is not like high school. There's no makeup work or extra credit. Every 3 weeks we don't send parents a grade update. There's not a robocall every time you miss class. These students chose to leave the safe world of high school and join an environment where you miss your first day of class and you're thrown out of the class. Here they were, 4.5 years out of elementary school, and they had the faith in themselves and the guts to say, I'm ready for this challenge, I believe I can achieve at the highest level, and I'm willing to bet my future on that faith I have in myself. What a profound act of courage that was. Fortune favors the bold and the brave. And in the midst of a global pandemic, these students took the brave step to join early college high school. The outcome of that faith that you had in yourself is on display tonight. Not only in the grades and the credits you earned, but in the changes that have taken place in these last 2 years in yourself. Who you were before to who you are today. So this week across the country, seniors will graduate, and they'll be celebrated by principals like me, and usually they will be metaphors about walking through doors or driving down roads. We're not a very creative bunch, us principals. But those metaphors do not work for these students before us, because they have gone through those doors and they have traveled miles down those roads that their peers have not even embarked on yet. Students, at the start of a global pandemic, you had a choice to make. And that decision, and every little decision since then, every small choice, has made the difference. The choice to revise the paper one more time, to study late, to wake up early, to revise the paper one more time before you turned it in. The Roman poet Ovid wrote, "Dripping water hollows out stone, not by force, but by persistence." One drop of water makes no difference, but when we add up all of those drops together, we have the most powerful force on earth. All those small and large sacrifices these last 2 years, just like those drops of water, those are the things that brought you success, and those are the things that will bring you closer to your goals that seemed so unattainable 2 years ago. The only advice I have for you at the end of this stage of your journey to create the life you want to live is to remember, above all else, that your path forward is not unknown, it is not unclear, it's not even complicated. Your path forward to creating the life you want to live is persistence. Superintendent Grotting, Board Member Ananaya, parents, family, and friends, this is the early college class of 2022. Every single one of them has exceeded the expectations we have for high school students in this district, in this state, and in this country. And they have done so under the most challenging of circumstances. Their readiness for their future has been proven day in and day out in the small and large sacrifices they have made. It's been confirmed by the staff of Portland Community College, by the staff of Early College High School. It's been confirmed in the credits that they have made, in the grades, their accomplishments. It's been confirmed in the changes in who they were when they started this program to who they are today when they end it. And all the sacrifices along the way are what are going to make them give them closer to their goal. Students, the motto of this program is to create the life you want to live. I have every confidence you will do that, and you will do it successfully. Congratulations, class of 2022. You have earned our utmost respect. Nice job. At this time, I'd like to call up our first student speaker, Evan Winters.
Good evening, everyone. To the many of you who I've been deprived of meeting due to this enduring pandemic that we're all too familiar with, my name is Evan Winters, and as of this evening, I, just like you, am a proud graduate of Early College High School. Before all else, I'd first like to give commendations. I would like to commend, of course, all of you. You who have not only shown the maturity to learn and succeed in a college environment, but you who have done so during a historic time of inaccessibility. You who have done so when faced with unparalleled adversity in an already challenging environment. I would like to commend also Mr. Crandall and the early college staff, as they are the reason that you sit here today listening to me. Their shared values of diversity, communication, and equity for all students, which no doubt reflect the values of early college as a whole, are why I, unlike many of my peers around the country, am not going to be deplatformed, diminished, or otherwise degraded. This being said, I would now like to share with you a quote which was introduced to me by a great friend, a quote which gave me only more grief the longer I thought about it. Attributed to the late novelist Kurt Vonnegut, it reads, True terror is to wake up one morning and discover that your high school class is running the country. At first listen, this sounds like a cynical quote meant to derive humor from the doubt one has in their peers. But this didn't sit right with me, and I don't doubt you. After days of ruminating, I finally found out why it didn't sit right. I believe the aforementioned terror is not meant to be felt by you or I, but by those who came before us. I believe that the true terror is going to be felt by those afraid of the change that our high school class, hardened like steel by the events of our time, brings with us. It will be felt by the violent, who know we bring a world of peace, by the hateful, who know we bring a world of love, and the stubborn, who know we bring a world of change. When I first drafted this speech, I made the same mistake as Mr. Vonnegut. I took a cynical approach, writing of spite and anger, feeling scorned by the events of the world that interfered with our education and unsure of our capacity to make a difference. This feeling of doubt, only compounded by the disheartening events that happened in Uvalde and to Beaverton's own Milana Lee, clouded my mind and prevented me from seeing what we really are, rather than what I feared we are. Because we are determined self-advocates. We thrive on opportunity and pride ourselves on initiative. We are capable of causing the change that so many long for and terrifying those who dare challenge our progress. So when you find those corrosive thoughts of doubt and feebleness eating away at your confidence, telling you that you can't make that change, remember this time. Remember how despite the world working against you, you triumphed. Remember how despite the violence, fear, and sickness, you grew. Remember that and prove Mr. Vonnegut and all those who doubt you, all those who doubt us, wrong. Thank you. At this time, I would like to call up to the stage Early College High School counselor Sarah Seaborg, who will be presenting the ECHS Academic Awards.
Evan, thank you. At this time, I have the privilege of announcing our valedictorians and salutatorians. Valedictorians are recognized by ECHS as students who have earned a cumulative 4.0 GPA at PCC while enrolled in early college. Congratulations, valedictorians. Please stand and be recognized while I read your name and remain standing. Aziza Akar, Estella Dennert, Carlos de Prado Montana, Andrew Ensinger, Rada Hagazi, Aiden Javrakumig, Peter Jin, Julia Kaufman, Harris Nakal, Dustin Luong, Dennis Liakov, Faris Nasi, Lonnie Nguyen, Debbie Okeki, Isabella Seaman, Fedya Semenov, Jack Sides, Megan Summers, and Evan Winters. Congratulations, valedictorians. Thank you. You may be seated. We also want to recognize our salutatorians. Salutatorians are students who have received all A's and 1B while at PCC in the Early College High School program. Congratulations, salutatorians. Please stand and be recognized when I read your name and remain standing. Lauren Baker, Julie Devdavani, Andres Gutierrez Bravo, Trinity Hernandez, Nathaniel Jett, Nathan Levitas, Adriana Miller, Javin Morse, Benjamin Unis, and Catherine Schrey. Congratulations. And you may be seated. And at this time, I'd like to call up ECHS senior Lonnie Nguyen to give your second senior speech.
Good evening, friends, family, and faculty. Congratulations to the class of 2022. My name is Lonnie Nguyen, and it is an honor to address you on this exciting day. Now, you all have heard this before, how we've all been through uncertain and unprecedented times. I hear it so often, it's almost now certain and unprecedented. I recall my sophomore year when school went online, sitting in bed, doing homework, and listening to lectures. Some days I wake up a minute before class, join the Zoom, and head straight back to bed. Doing everything from the comfort of my home was a major plus, but there are also some negatives. As much as I love my bed, being at home made me feel isolated. There are many drastic changes in my life, from things as big as not being able to attend classes and lunch with my friends every day, to things as small as seeing fewer people in the grocery stores. Although many aspects of our lives have worsened due to COVID, we should recognize the positive changes that have come about from this pandemic. I was told by close friends to just simply make the best of things. Even during isolation, I was able to find beauty in the change. Instead of eating lunch at school, I started cooking at home more. Instead of spending all my time doing work at school, I was able to work from home, which allowed me to go closer to my family. With more time on my hands, I was able to devote more time to newfound hobbies such as painting, poetry, and playing the guitar. I was also able to nap more. We've experienced the extremes of COVID, and luckily things have changed since. COVID has taught me to be grateful for all the changes in our lives, no matter how big or how small. It allows me to be grateful for moments like this, where we can be here all together, less than 6 feet away. Early college has also taught me many things. With no teachers or school bells to tell me what to do or where to go, I learned independence and responsibility. Moreover, the wide variety of classes PCC offered me allowed
Commencement and Candyland became game creator. Being able to watch TV forever became an actor. As those aspirations changed, they brought new dreams. As astronaut, fashion designer, and restaurant owner, the world was our oyster, and it was endless with possibility of what we could be when we grew up. We continued in school and gained much more knowledge. Our classes advanced, and you might have even begun to learn a second language. Yet this time, something was different. Now the years flew by. Within that time, you could have moved around to different schools. Next thing you know, we're finishing our time in middle school, and we're extremely different people than we were in elementary. We constantly quoted things like, "I like chicken nuggets," and wrote it jokingly in our yearbooks. Obsessed with playing Mope.io while gushing out all of our Stranger Things theories. Our lives have had their ups and downs at this point. We've gained and lost friends and had major life changes. We moved on to high school. It was scary and daunting, and it felt like we had to have our whole life planned out by the end of those 4 years. To most of us, high school was advertised as the time to experiment, to find that one passion that takes you into career. In reality, passion was hard to find when there weren't always teachers that believed in you. You academically weren't challenged, or the stress of high school produced the loss of enjoyment in learning. Whatever the reason might have been, we all ended up here at early college during a global pandemic. We completely changed everything our past selves knew to be school. Our rooms and laptops became our classroom. We whipped our coffee, cut or buzzed our hair off, and tried to live life like the main character. It was a long time of self-reflection, growth, and connection with the world around us. Curiosity grew once again. Learning was for you and catered to your interests at early college and PCC. Learning here had no limits as standard high school classes had given us. Through this, we learned how to turn our dreams into a path that will eventually lead to do what makes us passionate. So finally, astronaut became a major in aeronautic sciences. Being able to watch TV forever became directing and writing films or plays. Fashion designer became a major in veterinary medicine. Lastly, Ice Princess in Candyland became a major in studio arts with the hopes of becoming an art teacher. So, Why do we care so much about our younger selves and their career aspirations? As silly as those desires are, or how they became nothing you'll ever want for your future, we still care. I'm no scientist or psychologist where there's data behind my answer. But our younger selves make up who we are. They made decisions that changed how we write, see the world, and plan for our future. They had big dreams because they only seemed big to our little selves, and the dreams were too far for them to reach. They knew that you could change them and reach them, to be closer to your liking because you're bigger now. You're wiser, older, smarter, and maybe even grown a few inches. Those big dreams are now within our reach. We care because we never want to disappoint them. Yet we all miss the point that we never could. They've seen how hard you worked in school and to keep yourself afloat. They wouldn't care that you didn't want to be a restaurant owner or didn't stay in a traditional high school. They are so proud that you kept living and living for yourself. Class of 2022, I hope you find pride in all of your accomplishments from the past 12 years, because you've made it. Every past and part of you has brought you here and in this moment. And from what I can see, you are all truly amazing and admirable people. I am beyond proud of you. Thank you. At this time, I would like to call up Michael Crandall for the presentation of graduates. Thank you.
Parents and friends, in a moment each of our graduates will be recognized on stage. We'd like each of our families to recognize the achievement of each of their graduates with a brief round of applause. Students, while you're not picking up your diploma tonight, which will be issued to you from the myriad of high schools you represent, you are and will forever be graduates and a part of Early College High School, and congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Natalie Foote. Evan Winters. Lonnie Nguyen. Chloe Bates. Rana Abul Makarem. Aziza Akar. Ginger Anderson. Lauren Baker. Michael Balzer. Adam Clark. Eden Colbert. Isaiah Coleman. Audrey Conant. Tudor Christea. Anthony Cruz Martinez. Michael Davis. Carlos De Prado Montana. Sierra Daragon. Paz Edwards. Kaylee Ford. Adelicia Garfias Ramos. Madeline Gilliam. Nicholas Grallum. Shaylee Gronig. Andres Gutierrez Bravo. Maddie Guadier. Abasin Hakimi. Kolia Hall. Julia Hammond. Rada Hagazi. Jenna Jagelski. Aiden Javrak Helmig. Peter Jin. Island Keister. Elizabeth Kung. Shannon Laney. Cassie Lawson. Nathan Levitas. Madison Lone. Jamin Lopez Bonilla. Taylor Level. Amelia Lowe. Michael Madden. Lauren Mann. Laura Gabriela Martina. Tara Matar. McKenna Mitchell. Aubriana Montplaisir. Kendall Morrissey. Javin Morse. Zachariah Muhammad. Aliyah Najim. Faris Nas. Joanna Neem. Debbie OKK. Huda Osman. Caleb Ray. Wesley Wren. Nadia E. Reyes. Ella Rich. Maria Catherine Ranella. Emmanuel Roman Real. Alejandro Salinas Perez. Isabella Seaman. Fedya Semenov. Haik Shahubian. Nico Sikat. Jack Sides. Prabhup Singh. Megan Summers. Isabella Starr. Carly Stewart. Celeste Tran. Hannah Tran. Kiana Wallace. Gwyneth Weeks. Kylie Westman. Sophia Williams. Taya Williams Essex. Catherine Schrey.
All right, graduates, please rise. Graduates, will you please move your tassels from right to left? All right, all right. It is now official. Parents, friends, families, the graduating class of early college 2022. Let's give them a round of applause. Could I please have the audience stand and recognize the graduates as they exit? This was their choice.